Maybe he saw the Marauder count and decided to go Hydras.
Yeah, Marauders do not do well. Hydralisks don't do very well against Marauders, to be honest with you. They do a lot better against Marines, but that's a lot of Marauders. And we're going to see a counter push coming from Blaze here. That Expo is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he has no defense at his base. Does he have anything? He doesn't have anything.
He's got a couple queens, but those Mutalisks are going to look like they're going to swing back and do some more harassment. That Expo is going to go down. The queen is toast as well.
And I don't see what he can do unless he can pull his Mutalisk back and.
He's going to
going for a base trade.
Shut down this Econ here.
Getting some
Hydralisk Spine Crawler is going to do some damage, but against that many Marines, it's not going to last very long.
He's getting some Hydras out in just a second. I don't know.
Those have got to pop. Those have got to pop. Here they go. And these Marines are going to get shredded.
And bringing these up at the same time. Very good. Separating his armies is not, because those Hydras took him out.
Yeah, he no longer has the ability to defend himself from those Mutalisks now. Those Mutalisks are going to finish up all those Marauders.
Yes, they are. And just
he's going to snipe off that spawning pool.
Oh.
Very good
that's a very
last-ditch effort by Blaze. As you can tell, those Marauders have a lot of health, so they can just go crazy even while under fire.
Yeah, and we see another spawning pool going on. He has to get that up. But the Mutalist did do lots of harassment down here. He has
unfortunately his opponent is Terran, so he can just drop mules. But you know,
yeah, almost be able to drop another one soon.
Looks like we're gonna get.
So he's just positioning himself.
The Mutalists are swinging back in here again.
He's not stopping on that Muta harass.
Hey, it's working.
It's working.
We've got some Marines
he
sitting
could make
in the back
5 more
of the
if
base.
he wanted to, but.
And here they go. Those Marines are right in the right position, though. And here they go. Those Mutalisks are toast.
He has stim now. He does have stim. Is he going to eat?
Nope.
I don't think he'll need it. These guys are going to get him. Oh, barely gets out of there.
He's getting a lot of scouting information from these Mutalisk swing bys, even besides the damage they're doing. Now, those are very expensive scouts, but he knows exactly what his opponent is up to it right now.
So far, I think it's worth the cost, and he's probably pretty happy. Swinging by and he sees 2 tech labs. He's like, oh, this is awesome.
He's done a lot of economic damage right here. We do see Trilobyte coming down with a 3rd.
I guess he decided he didn't want that one anymore. So he decided to go for this. And what do we... Yes.
Another... The Overlord's still just chilling out.
Make sure that Vespene Geyser isn't doing anything crazy. And we see these Zerglings coming out.
Zerglings. Not even Speedlings at this point.
Yeah, he just not... Oh, there
Blaze
he goes for
isn't
the
working his
right
upgrades very hard right now. We do see Speedlings and Hydralisk range, but that's about it. We see an Infestor layer coming down for Trilobyte as well.
Knowing he has the Spire and he has 2 gas, I'm guessing he's going to try going for the Broodlords. Getting a Greater Spire, unless he wants to just get the Infestors.
I think he's actually going to go for Infestors against this Bio Bull.
Yeah, that probably... Broodlords are always good no matter what, I think. He doesn't have any Vikings, and so...
He doesn't even have a factory,
He doesn't have a factory, he doesn't have a starport. I don't know what he's going to do right here. He just keeps trying to drone up, or the SCV
up.
Yes, I'm getting confused with all this.
I do like the depots behind the reeds for Terran, though.
Yes, it's especially good against, if you're going against Protoss or another Terran, so you can see what's going on behind there. Or you can see any drops from all 3 races if...
I don't see drops from Protoss or Zerg, though.
Protoss don't. Yeah, they tend not to do very many drops because I don't really see Warp Prism play all that often. And he does not see that. So he thinks he's still 1-basing. So even though it's not saturated all that much, it doesn't.
It's still another hatchery, though. Yeah. That's gonna be a lot of macro.
We have a macro hatch in here, and
here
comes
Hydralisk coming in.
Oh, here comes with roaches coming.
Marauders are gonna clean that up pretty well.
And very good, keeping that queen right there to tank for them. Oh.
And who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh, the Hydralisk pull ahead.
And that was without the help of these. Oh, he finally has speed. He just got speed.
Got the Speedlings up. That was excellent usage of that queen.
Yeah.
Managed to wipe up that push. It did take out all his standing army here, but you know, with 3 hatcheries going now, he's going to be able to recoup his losses very quickly, a lot faster than the Terran will.
You know, if I was Blaze, I would stop with these pushes. It seems like he's trying to commit himself. He's trying to win off 1 base with just 3 barracks pushes. Maybe he plays in the lower leagues, and so that's how he wins. But I would
couldn't
just go
tell
for
you.
a macro game, and we do see the Greater
He
Spire.
either needs to tech up or build a couple more barracks.
Yeah, and we do see the Greater Spire going right now.
You called it, man. Looks like we might see some Broodlords in this game.
And we see another one of his useful overseers. From our Trilobyte games, we tend to not see his overseers do much in these games.
At this point in the gameplay, Banshees are a very real possibility, but after scouting his opponent so well with those Mutalisks and not even seeing a factory, I would be very wary of, I'm not sure why you would be afraid of Banshees at this point.
Yeah. And I would invest 400 if I was this Terran. I'd invest 400 in another expansion and lift off right here.
Well, he does have those Zerglings at his natural still, so
Yep.
which have not been spotted yet.
He does
Otherwise,
not
they'll
know
be
about
cleaned
them.
up. But they're doing a pretty good job of scouting for another expansion
The
here.
Zerg could have a base right here and he wouldn't even know.
The creep might be a little bit visible.
It's always good when you go for an attack, you get this watchtower as you're
just
going.
grants you a little extra vision. And I actually leave a Marine right there just so you can detect any kind of counter push that much sooner.
Yeah. And
Got a lighter
There we
Hydralisk
go.
in the back. They might actually...
Oh, he's going to go in there. Oh,
He sees it.
this is bad. He's going to get it good.
That's a
around
bad
on him.
concave for Terran here. He's in
Oh,
trouble.
getting his probes to, or his drones to.
Drones in on the fight, providing
Here
some
comes the Zerglings
distracting
from the back,
fire.
and
Looks like the
easily
Hydralisk
defended.
mop him up again.
So if you think about it, those last 3 pushes that he did were pretty
Have been-
decent size, and if
have
you were
been-
to just save
yeah,
those,
Yeah, have been decent size and
Yeah.
yet been fairly ineffective. I think he needs to change gears here pretty soon.
I think his first push was fairly effective, and so he expected all the other ones to be the same, but they were not. And we see one Broodlord.
One Broodlord.
That one Broodlord might be the way to victory.
Another Broodlord coming out though. We do see a push moving down to Terran's base.
And
Zerglings leading the way.
I think they're just trying to secure these expansions so that he doesn't try to lift off and do anything cheesy.
We
Yeah,
do
we
see
just-
some upgrades coming out for Terran finally. He needed to grab those quite a bit earlier if he was going for a bio ball.
But at this point of the game, I don't see those upgrades being useful. He only has
He's almost
a few
mined out
minerals on.
here.
So
I think he's going to be in a world of hurt here in a moment. Those Broodlords are going to be very punishing here. He's grabbing a couple more. Did you see that?
yep, grabbing a few more up here on the reduction, and still wanting those Marauders. I do not understand why he's getting. He only has 1 roach, and these Marines will just clean up.
There's
The
Hydralisks.
Zerglings and Hydras,
There we
so.
go. That's how it's done.
Slowly bringing that down.
And he has got no viable.
Oh, and here we go.
Yep, this is a very bad position because as soon as he moves those units down, they're going to be susceptible to everything else right there.
And he just does an
And he's
attack
in
move. and
another
he's
concave. This is a very bad position for Terran.
very bad. There goes the GG.
And that's
for Trilobyte. I do
That's
not like.
kind of a dickish move in my opinion. You don't want to call GG on your opponent early, but even though I agree, he probably has this one in the bag.
And he does not seem to mind. I do not like those premature GGs personally. But yeah.
Yep, looks like he's got it under control. There's nothing that Trilobyte can do at this point, or
Nothing.
Blaze can do at this point. He's
maybe if he
mined out
lifted off and landed at this, but
Mm,
that's
that-
kind of
that would
cheesy.
be
But he already left the game.
pointless at this point.
Yep.
So we saw one base bio from Blaze here that was fairly was all right, was only fairly effective in its initial push, but he wasn't able to change gears. He got stuck in that one base bio kind of play, and I think that's what cost him the game in the end.
Yeah, I think if he didn't have these tech labs, if he got 1 tech lab for the upgrades and just switched it to reactor and just pumped out only Marines, I think he would have done way better than what he did with those
I
Marauders.
don't know. Those Hydralisks shred Marines very, very quickly.
They,
You almost need.
the Hydralists
Marauders
are
to
light
take them
units,
off.
just like Zerglings are. So
That is true. Well, this has been Phobos with our first dual commentary.
and this is Gent.
If you have some of your own content, send it to.
Send it to Bronzeleagueperspective at hotmail.com.
Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll catch you again.
Peace out.